Welcome back to the final part of our series, 50 English words you're probably using wrong. If you've watched all 4 previous parts, congratulations! You've already learned 40 words that can make your English more accurate and natural. Today, we'll finish the journey with the last 10 words. These are words you'll often see in books, news articles, exams, and everyday conversations. Let's dive into our final lesson. 41. Lend. In the previous lesson, we learned what it means to borrow something. Now let's look at the opposite situation. Imagine your friend forgot their notebook before class. You hand them yours and say, "You can use it today." You have lent your notebook. To lend means to give something to someone for a short time, expecting it to be returned. For example, "Could you lend me your charger for a few minutes?" Here's an easy way to remember. If you receive something, you borrow it. If you give something temporarily, you lend it. 42. Censor. Imagine a movie is about to be released. Before people can watch it, a government board removes scenes that are considered inappropriate. Those scenes have been censored. To censor means to remove or block information, images, or content that is considered unsuitable. Example: some scenes were censored before the film was released. 43. Censure. Now imagine a company employee behaves dishonestly. Instead of removing content, the company publicly criticizes the employee's behavior. This is called censure. Censure means strong official criticism. Example: the committee censured the manager for breaking the rules. Notice how similar these words sound, but how different their meanings are. 44. Cite. Suppose you're writing an essay for college. You include information from a famous author's book. To show where that information came from, you mention the source. You cite the author. To cite means to quote or refer to a source. Example: always cite your sources in academic writing. Citing sources makes your work more trustworthy. 45. Cite. Now imagine you're traveling to see the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is a famous tourist site. A site is simply a place or location. Example: the construction site will open next month. Whenever you're talking about a place, site is the correct word. 46. Sight. Imagine you're standing on top of a mountain just before sunrise. As the first rays of sunlight appear, you whisper, "What a beautiful sight!" Sight means the ability to see or something beautiful that you see. Example: the waterfall was an unforgettable sight. Some sights stay in our memories forever. 47. Desert. Imagine you're walking across endless sand dunes. The sun is shining brightly, and there are almost no trees or rivers. You're in a desert. A desert is a very dry region that receives very little rainfall. Example: the Sahara is the largest hot desert in the world. 48. Dessert. Now imagine you've just finished dinner. The waiter asks, "Would you like some ice cream or chocolate cake?" That's dessert. Dessert is the sweet course served at the end of a meal. Here's a fun memory trick. Dessert has 2 S letters, just like strawberry and sweet. 49. Lose. Imagine you're carrying your wallet while shopping. When you reach home, you realize it's gone. You didn't leave it on purpose. You lost it. Lose means to misplace something or fail to keep it. Example: be careful not to lose your passport while traveling. 50. Loose. Now imagine you're wearing a pair of shoes that don't fit properly. They move around every time you walk. Your shoes are loose. Loose means not tight or firmly fixed. Example: this shirt is too loose for me. One missing letter can completely change the meaning of a sentence. Congratulations! You've just completed all 50 commonly misused English words in this series. Remember, improving your English isn't about learning thousands of difficult words overnight. It's about understanding the words you already see and hear every day, and using them correctly. Here's a challenge for you. Choose 5 words from this series and write your own sentences in the comments. It's one of the best ways to remember new vocabulary. If this series helped you, please support the channel by liking this video, subscribing, and sharing it with friends who are learning English. Thank you for spending your time with me. Keep learning, keep practicing, and most importantly, never stop being curious. I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning!